Hello, my name is Jonny.
Hello, my name. Can't do this shit.
Ah! We're on TV!
We're on TV.
We're on TV! Hey yo!
Hey yo. Hello, my YouTube friends.
All right, well, we just hit 100K. That was last episode, and here we are, me and Zell, talking about what's next. We got this fun little setup. I don't know if it's going to stay like this, but it's temporary. It's kind of ripped from our Streamlabs, what do you call it? Stream
Overlay.
So we'll talk more about that in a bit. So let's just dive right on into things. It's been a while. It's been a while since we did a video together. Took a month off. Took a little bit of a break. We told you guys we were going to take a break, but it took a little bit longer. Wanted to wait and do that unboxing video of 100K.
And we have noticed in Discord.
Oh. I haven't. I haven't looked at anything. I just shut down. I'm like, I'm out of here. A well-deserved break if we look at what happened in 2020. So why don't we take a look back in time at 2020? So the first Planko Park Spotlight 177. Zell, can you find out what Park Spotlight we're on now?
Yes, it's going to be fun.
Norwegian Wood, and that was the first Planko Spotlight of 2020. And we went into a good assortment of Planko, coaster spotlights, park spotlights, and all the good stuff. It was a strong start to 2020.
Yeah, you guys where we're at?
3 something.
383.
Whoa, almost 400. Wow.
Wished out.
So wait, we went up 200 spotlights.
Yeah.
200 parks in 365 days.
Yeah.
That's nearly a park every other day.
Yeah.
Wow. We're breaking records here.
It's crazy.
Okay, so with that, a mix of Planko content, we did Dragon Quest Builders, which was my first ever start to finish full Let's Play, and everybody knows I'm freaking dyslexic, and I voice acted and read every single bit of dialogue in that game. It was 56 hours of reading.
Yeah, it was great. I remember you saying towards the end, you were like, I don't know if I can do this, man, but I want to finish it.
It was hard for me, and it was an accomplishment for me, because I'm terrible at reading. I could barely get through your guys' submission emails on Planko Spotlights, yet without screwing them up 100 times, yet alone read 55 hours from a game and do voices for all of them. It was tough, but only 700 review or so watched. So it wasn't that embarrassing. We moved into Temtem, a little bit of a Pokemon style game. We played that. It was pretty much a full coverage. We covered all the bosses and everything that was in the early access.
It was early access.
It didn't blow over that well, and honestly, it was. The beginning of the year was a little bit depressing for me because I had all these ambitions and plans to diversify the channel, and we're trying games that were big hits and misses, even for the developers themselves. Dragon Quest Builders was a big hit on what do you call it, Switch,
Nintendo.
But it was already long past. It came to PC way too late for it to be a success on the channel. But it was on
Xbox.
Dragon Quest it's so underrated. I hope the best for Dragon Quest Builders 3, and that's all I can say. Temtem, kind of a hit and a miss. And then we did the Planet Zoo Habitat Contest, another hit and miss. We did Journey to the Savage Planet, which we kind of just discontinued because we had other things going on. I know a few of you guys were like, oh, finish that game. So Zell kind of wants to finish it off on stream. We'll see how that goes. Maybe we'll visit again. But yeah, it was a little bit too much editing for something that no one was really watching. But we were having it's
a really fun short game which we could finish easily on 1 or 2 days.
Side note, we got Channel5 gaming mugs. Check out the merch. Look how nice these turned out.
They do,
Looks amazing. I actually kind of want to make some more. We'll get one of you, Zell.
Okay.
And Farhana's making emojis, so we're gonna. I think what we'll do is we'll get the updated art. But these turned out so amazing.
Yeah.
I gave one to my dad, and he almost cried because he knows it took like 4 years to get this.
Yeah.
That's a long time making to get some
Yeah.
merch.
It's a long journey. Well, that's good.
Yeah. So moving on, we went into the Fallout 76 parody trailer.
It gets its own special segment in this talk.
100%. We'll have a little clip of it running behind the kazoo.
Oh god!
Like we put so much heart and soul into that video. It was your idea, and
Yeah.
you kind of led the project. And then we both sang the song.
Yeah.
We used yours because you were just a better singer, I guess.
No, I'm not. A lot of people told me,
worse too.
Lex, don't give up your career just yet because this is it.
No,
This is not it.
Rohanna. She's salty about everything. So the reason the parody trailer leads into what we did after that. Like we announced the Dueling Coaster contest. We were pumping out videos for that. As the Dueling Coaster contest videos were pumping out, we went back to Fallout 76, and we got a bunch of people from the community. Some wonderful people played with us, and we made so many friendships. We got new friends on Discord, new regulars.
Great videos.
Great videos.
Like the funny moments and then the
spotlights as well. We were trying to revive an old, because like for those of you who don't know, Fallout 76 was probably the most successful thing ever on this channel. Like my most viewed video is almost 1 million views on like Fallout tips and tricks. Like that game alone saved the channel in some ways, because Planko was dying down and things were going in a weird direction. There wasn't a lot of games out there, and then we hit this and it just remotivated me. And then with that motivation, I went and used that to bring Planko back again. And it had this ebb and flow. Because sometimes you just get bored of doing the same thing and you need to spice it up. And that broke it up for me. And the views are great. And then, so with the Fallout 76 Return of Wastelanders, we tried bringing that back. The spotlights were great. The funny moments were great. But they just didn't.
Way too much work.
It was way too much work, and it wasn't having the same success as it did the first time around. But we ended up getting a couple bangers. There was a few good ones. There's an ammo video right now. It's like one of the most viewed videos on the channel right now.
It's the second most viewed every day still for the last whenever we uploaded it.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And that's another good thing we didn't write down here in our notes is like Zell has access to the channel now in the analytics. So, he has these numbers and he's looking into things and he's figuring out how the YouTube algorithms work. And with that, he's been the last month of December or so, you were uploading the videos. Right? Yeah. So, I just realized I got to put you on the other monitor 1 sec. Because I want to look over at you. Hey, Zell! Hey,
I gotta look this way. This is really weird for me.
Zell's been uploading his own videos. I was helping him with the thumbnails, and then he's made some on his own, and we're just getting him up to the point where he can put his own content out on the channel. And we'll talk more about that in a second. So, it's been great. It's been really nice. So what else did we do? We did the Fallout 76 Return, and then we announced the mini park contest as the Fallout 76 was dying, and the mini park just broke records. It was the best, most successful contest we've ever done. We're talking like millions of views all together. All the, it did wonders. Like everyone was engaged in it. They were performing just as good, if not better, than most of the park spotlights, the mega parks, and the things that we were producing, which just reinvigorated our hopes. Like you're looking at Planko that's 4 years old. How many people could cover a game for 4 years that's not Minecraft? All right?
Yeah, that's rough. Yeah, maybe Fallout, but yeah, it's rough.
Yeah. And then
and also we had 218 submissions in the end, something like that. Right?
Yeah. It was more than that, but we did. We cut.
Yeah, we had 135 videos in the end, something like that.
Yes.
So it was just crazy. Yeah. Like I remember you were just shocked.
Yeah, I was expecting 70, and then tripled what I thought.
Yeah.
And I set my expectations high with 70. So I was just blown away. And we went straight into an Action Coaster contest announcement, which we've talked about in the past. Was a bit of a mistake launching a contest while there was a contest running. You need to give people time to get excited. They need to be like, man, we haven't had a contest in a long time, like you probably are now. So now would be a good time to launch another contest. And I have ideas and things that I consider, but Xellixor, I guess we'll talk about that in a sec, going into 2021. But there are contests going on, and some of you guys are well aware of that, more so than me. So, continuing on with the channel, the content of 2020, we did the Avengers content. I did a full Let's Play on that. Taking from my Dragon Quest success, I did another Let's Play so I can push myself through a game. I don't know if you guys know this about me, because you probably don't, because we don't do enough games on the channel, but every game, I have like a 25% finish rate on games. Like, I start a game and I just get bored, and then I move on. I usually like to tinker with all the mechanics, figure out what I like about the game, break the game, make an overpowered build, and I go, I don't need to finish it now. So having 2 games that I finished in 2020 on the channel, like a full Let's Play, was quite nice. We loved Avengers, but it didn't do so well with the core.
No, plus the end game was a bit same-ish. Although it was fun. It became a bit...
It's not an Anthem scenario. The amount of people crapping on it and the things that happened to the game, it had a good base. Like, the characters played great. They just needed better content and better levels and better things to do. I think the fundamentals of the game are there, whereas like a game like Anthem, they weren't. So...
No, but Anthem had also something quite magical that we were looking for, with the flying around, and the combat was pretty cool, and
true.
So it's always
kind of similar then, yeah.
Yeah, but you never know nowadays with these games, like, and we've talked about this a couple of days ago, and we'll mention it later as well. But these indie developers are coming out with these games. They're not AAA, but the games work and they're fun.
Yes.
Whereas a lot of AAA games that have come out this year have been very disappointing.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
And that's a good shift. That's what we need. We need the competition in the industry. So that,
of course. Yeah.
So that the big AAA developers are going, hey, maybe microtransactions and pushing out this and that and DLC is not the way to go. Maybe we need to just make good games. And that's what you see from games like Hades.
Well, Hades, yes, great game.
So we finish off the year going into November, December with 3 videos a day, including Action Coaster Contest and Parks. Zell was pumping them out. I was pumping them out. You guys were probably just overwhelmed. In fact,
it was a bit much.
we thought we were putting out so many videos that we were dropping the overall view count. It was just too much. And that's why we kind of...
We let
things...
They did drop.
We let things sit on the back burner for all of January, because there's plenty of content that you guys got to catch up on anyway. So,
and you guys did, actually, because
the views have
have been going. For Parks from November. I mean, you guys still watch them.
Yeah, and then we hit 100,000 subscribers on December 26th. That's just one of the best ways you could close out a year. Just absolutely amazing. And considering all the stuff that we shot for and accomplished and did, and to close out the year like that, it was just absolutely heartwarming. In terms of like the metrics or the content creation of 2020 as a whole, we put out exactly 600 videos. That's insane. That's almost 2 videos a day. That's really, really nuts.
With breaks and everything, still almost 2 videos a day. That's pretty...
Yeah, some breaks.
Pretty crazy. A little bit. Here and there.
I mean, I take breaks to... What do I do? I took a break to go play Avengers while... Like, I work like a mad dog to get all these contest videos going. And then I go, okay, now I got 2 weeks off, and I go play Avengers. But what do I do when I'm playing Avengers? I go make 20-something, 30, 40 videos on it. Is that a break?
No, that's not.
Yeah, and I did the exact same thing with Fallout 76. So there were breaks at some points, but then I'd say generally I end up turning breaks into more work. But that's what you kind of sign up for, and that's the fun of it, It's just the desire to keep building more. So
yeah, but it's also you feel creative and you have an idea and you have to do it.
Yep.
Right? It's that moment you got to take it.
Yep, so we finished off the year with 7.65 million views, 16,000 subscribers gained, and 600 videos. So, and then we hit 100,000 subscribers as a milestone. We tried several different games throughout the year. We kept Planko going, the most successful contest ever on the 4th year of Planko's life. Oh, we also hit the Planko anniversary of 4 years, and we did a fun little party for that. That was another little bonus to throw in there. And yeah, I mean, looking back at things, all pandemics aside, Channel 5 Gaming had a pretty good year, all things considered, right?
For sure.
And this is coming up, the follow-up of the year before, where I had a bit of a mental break and had to take a break from everything, and I came back full gears on, and created a lot of content for you guys, brought a lot of smiles to your wonderful faces, and had a great time doing it. So it's a blessing to be able to do what I do, and it'll be an honor to hopefully bring Xell on more often as well and share that.
Yeah.
So let's speak more on that, because we're moving into 2021. So what does that mean? For me personally, life is changing for Jonny as we know it. It looks like we're going to be trying to sell my house, and some of you may know that, like, this is my mom's house. This whole journey doing YouTube, she got cancer, which motivated me to do this. She believed in me to do the channel, and she passed away right before we hit 10,000 subscribers, and since then I've carried it to 100. I fulfilled that dream, but I'm sharing this house that she left for me with a very small mortgage with my sister, and we're both wanting to move on with our lives, move our separate ways. And this is a hard thing, because I moved into this house when I was 10 or 11 years old, grew up here, went to, maybe we'll do a house tour and some videos on it. We'll, try to set a memory here before we leave. My sister does amazing garden work every year. Back in my mom's got rose bushes out there for 20 years now. It's a wonderful house where I grew up in, and then I went to college from, and then I moved out, and I only came back here in the tail end of things, and now I'm here. So it's pretty tough. It's pretty tough to give up a place that you've seen for 25 years, majority of your life.
Yeah, of course.
So it's scary, but where does that mean? Like, a lot of the people, the moderators, the community, all the parks that you guys go to, a lot of it happens in Europe. Xell's in Europe, and so I feel like there's this calling for me to possibly move to Europe. So I don't know if that'll happen this year, how the process is, how to get citizenship, how I have, I got a million things on my checklist in order to make anything possible, let alone selling a house and getting that ready. So it's a big ordeal with a lot of things that are gonna, content might be flowing out, and then I might need to stop. I might get burnt out. I might need to stop. There might be ups and downs and ebb and flows all throughout the year with these big changes happening, with the goals and steps that I need to make in order to move in that direction. And I don't know what's going to happen. We don't know what the future holds. We don't know if we're going to sell the house this year, but that's the plan. We're trying to. My sister wants to, and I'm on board with that too. It kind of needs to happen. So. So we're gonna make the best of it though, and I want the channel to keep going. I want everything to still be what it is, right? And hopefully one day we'll have a new little office like this somewhere else, and we'll make another Channel 5 gaming thing and do a new little tour on that, and it'll be great. We'll set new memories somewhere else.
Of course.
And then
and sometimes it's good, to make a move and change your life around and
absolutely.
Get started fresh.
And then for Xell, COVID had some unfortunate issues.
COVID had some. I lost my job at the end of November, so
tell
December.
everyone what you do.
Basically. Well, I worked in a restaurant, or I've been doing for years and years. I've been doing that, and I just lost my job, so it was pretty shitty, and there wasn't really much out there at the moment. In Sweden, I live in Sweden, so it's a really weird place to be at this moment as well, because they're not really doing anything about COVID, and everyone's just free, everything's open, and it's all weird. So I don't know, restaurant business is really hurting, and I just took some time thinking what I wanted to do. So I've taken that time now, So in a way, it's quite nice because now I can focus completely on the channel. But of course, like it's not really nice to sit at home and not have a job or like a stable income or stuff. So that has been a bit tough, but I'll always survive and I'll be fine. We just get started on the channel again, and it's going to be great.
It's a bit of a blessing and a curse, right? Because now you're put in a situation where it doesn't feel good. You don't have anything reliable, but then you do have a little bit of government support, and then as you
but which like I don't really want.
No,
because I don't want to be right.
But at the same time, to play devil's advocate, I see it as if you are putting content out on the channel, you're not just taking, you're giving back. Because you're always making people laugh, you're making people smile, you're having a good time, you're working towards something that in the future, in the long run, that we hope to bring many, many more people to this channel to provide entertainment, to provide happiness, and to do awesome community events for, build contests and other games, and which will bring everybody together in the long run. And having you at the head of that is important. So you can't just you need this at the same time. You can't just, we saw how it worked before. When you were working 40 hours a week, how many videos were you producing? Up until the tail end when the mini park contest came in and you jumped in, there was only like 15 or 16 videos that you were able to produce. And then plus quadrupled that.
But I moved and I now live in a house with an extra room because that's what I was looking for. So I have an office, so I'm not bothering anyone. Yeah, so I can sit here and record without sitting in a living room with the TV blaring behind me, so, but I think it's also a bit like, this moment in where, you started YouTube and there is this moment where you need to work and then this moment where you can start doing YouTube full time and you're in this weird limbo of...
Well, actually the same thing happened to me, so... And here we are today. You are in a similar position. You don't have a job, but you're getting some support. You're going to run out of money eventually or have to get a job eventually.
And I have some money, right? So it's like, it's fine, but it's, of course it's going to get tough at some point.
But if we push, when there'll be a transition, hopefully one day, me and you could be sitting here having a conversation that Zell's full-time now. Hopefully. And that's that kind of push mentality. Even though you haven't been on the channel until recently, like a lot of videos, you always dabbled in it. Like you always were showing up as a guest, and in the behind the scenes, Zell's always helped as a friend, motivating me, telling me to do things, suggesting ideas, playing the games that I play with me. Even back to Fallout 76, when the biggest success on the channel.
That's where we met.
That's where we met, naked in front of a radiated space station.
Swimming pool.
And you were in all of those videos. So whether you like it or not, you've been a part of this since the beginning. Well, since the midpoint. So that's that's quite a wonderful little discussion to share with you guys. So that's 2021. My life's changing, Zell's changing, but maybe we can bring that and turn it into something wonderful. And who knows, maybe in a year from now, I have a studio in Europe next to Zell and we're not 9 hours apart.
Which messes up everything a little bit sometimes.
And it's going to be a challenge. So hopefully we can make it work. So that's everything. That's 2020. That's 2021. That's us. And this is us just being transparent and real with you guys. But what's next for content? Planko plans, because a lot of you guys are Planet Coaster friends. So it's the main source on the channel. It's what kind of got us to the rodeo. Most majority of the 100,000 subscribers is for Planet Coaster, which is absolutely insane. And that's where we need to start looking at. So, what we have in plans right now? Absolutely nothing. Well, that's not necessarily true. So, in terms of Discord, Xellixor has been running contests. So there's mini park, like a super mini park. It's like a 15 by 15, whereas the other one was a 40 by 40. So it's like a third almost.
It's tiny.
Yeah, so it's
I've been trying
tiny park.
Building something today, and it's tiny.
And then there's several Discord collabs going on, and one we still have to feature, which is the Penguin Park. We have a meme review channel, which apparently I have to check out. I have not looked at it because It's probably hilarious.
I told him, I was like, I said, Johnny, do not look at the meme channel. It's like for mate. People were asking for it. What we're gonna do, one or more episodes. I don't know. We have so many where we just, because they're all our community, and they're hilarious.
Making fun of me, and it's gonna be a good old
time. Yeah, everyone gets a go. Yeah.
Yeah, so, and then, so there's all these Discord festivities going on, even if I'm not active. Like, I kind of just shut down, turned everything off, and for the last month, I've been playing World of Warcraft. And I've not paid attention to anything. I've gotten into the top 5 percentile in the world on a warrior. I mean, like, I super nerded it. Like,
yeah, you did.
Top 5%, top 400 warriors in the world right now.
And if you guys don't know Johnny then pushes all his friends to play WoW.
That's right. Everyone came and played. Yeah.
Johnny's like, hey, come on, man, play some WoW. Come on, man.
We all played. But I'm reeling back. So the plan is only to do 6 hours of raiding a week, and that's it. So it's like guys' night raid.
Yeah.
So no more of we're cutting back. So anyways, with that aside, I'll probably start making an appearance in Discord again, and we're gonna get back to things. We're gonna tend to our messages, our patrons, all that stuff. And that means Discord is going to be a well-oiled machine, but thanks to the moderators, when I go on a hiatus, I take a break, I get, need some time away. The Discord is kept like a well-oiled machine because of our wonderful moderators, and thanks to Xellixor, he keeps the little contests going so that there's still content. So if you're a part of the channel, but you're not on Discord, definitely jump in there, because if you miss me, you'll there's all my seeds are laid about Discord. All of it came from something, and you still get that Channel 5 gaming experience through Discord, whether you're getting videos or not. So thank you to the mods. You guys are the best. Moving on to videos. So we have an action coaster contest that has not been. The results are not in. I haven't even looked at them, so I get to remind myself and go, oh, these are all the winners, and get excited about that. Maybe we could even do it like this. I don't know. We'll do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let us know in the comments if you want to see the results video.
Yeah, and also I thought maybe for Patreon videos, I don't know if you guys like a concept like this as well. Where we're just talking about stuff.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Or if in general, you guys like this kind of content.
Yes.
Right?
I would love to hear your thoughts. We have a Pink Penguin collab park to look at, which is going to be hilarious. So the dynamic duo, me and Zell, got to get in there and have some laughs, and check that out. So that's the highest priority park. And then I know that we have some good parks. So that's what we have in the immediate, So get back on Discord, check all my messages, get the Patreon stuff caught up, make sure everybody's taken care of. There's probably a bunch of Patreon submissions, so that might be likely also what's after that. Getting sure all the priority spotlights are caught up. You guys have been supporting the show while I've taken a month off. You guys deserve to be at front of the line. But we'll give the Pink Penguin Park priority because they've been waiting even longer. And then, so after that, we're going to be doing the standard parks and coasters, but maybe not at the crazy rate we were producing before, and and maybe even not close to what we did in the past. I think ideally what we like, just complete transparency, what we want to shoot for is either I do 2 or 3 videos every Monday, and Zell does 2 or 3, which technically means a video a day.
Yeah.
But that's like the ideal situation we want to shoot for eventually. So that technically still means a video a day alternating between the two of us. But like that's different for me because I'm used to actually sitting down and recording 7 to 14 videos all at once and, spreading it over the whole week and working on them. That's how you get to 600 videos a year. So for me to sit down and do 2 parks and a coaster or 2 coasters and a park every Monday, that's way less than what I'm used to. So that does mean a trim back. And why, right?
But that's also because now that I'm on board, it's easier to do that as well. And you don't have to push at 2 or 3 a day, right?
Yeah, exactly. And everybody's adored your videos and enjoyed you, so like that you're the only reason, like, you know, that we can do this. So it's a huge help to me, and it helps you as well.
Yeah.
So, I mean, but we might, you know, that's the goal. We might even trim back more because we have other things in mind. We want to try other things, but we also want to make sure that like the top content, like if a Pink Penguin park comes out, or a, you know, a legendary
Lord of the Rings park
Lord
is
of the
out.
Rings park, you name it, all the stuff that everyone's like, Johnny, you got to do this. We want to make sure those ones are showing up on the channel. Of course, we would like to sprinkle in as many as we can, and you know, try to get as many of the builders in, but there's always the contests as well, and there's always opportunities. All builders of all ranks will always get a chance. Now, before, when the show was just all Planko, it was all the time. You know, we're talking about bundles, doing 2 videos a day. Like, there's just an influx of amount of content. With that said, we've done over 2,500 spotlights or something on the show, all things combined, contests and parks, and I think we've given everybody a platform at some point, and we want to try to expand and do different things. And with that said, like, I'd say some of the talent and interest has dwindled a little bit. As we got 200 submissions since the mini park contest, we went through them, and you know, probably 160 of you guys didn't follow the rules. No screenshots, wrong links,
just unthemed coaster.
Unthemed coasters, like everything that the rule says in order to get on the show, disregarded. We had to delete 160 times. Of the 60, there was some talent that we're excited to show, and that's the stuff that will eventually make it to the show over the year. But like the talent compared to, you know, 2016, 2017, it's not a brand new game anymore. But on the bright side, how do we pull that talent out? And, you know, when we look at the mini park contest, and we look at the dueling coaster contest, and we look at the action coaster contest, all the contests that we put out in 2020, all those spotlights bring out the best in people. They want to push their creativity. They want to, they know they're going to get seen. Whether they're a builder, I mean, sometimes the builders are better than the legends. We've seen that. But that's why there's a Coaster King position. And the builders are taking it. So, like, you know, it makes everybody try their hardest, which I think sometimes the submissions these days, they're just kind of like, I made this thing, here you go. Maybe it'll get on the show. Whereas on the contest, they're like, this is getting on. It's going to be the best damn thing you've ever seen, and I can't wait for the world to see it. There's a different attitude behind it.
No, it's also the what I noticed, you know, is when you give restrictions to people with Planko in a contest, you know, it you're still very creative, but, you know, it pushes you way more than you just make whatever you want, right? No, you give them restrictions and...
Building in constraints has always brought out the most in people, because when I say you can do whatever you want, you just end up doing nothing, or you just do something, you know, mediocre, middle ground, because you're just like, I didn't know what to do, so I just did this thing, right? But having that constraint, you narrow in and laser sight what it is exactly that you want to do, and then you just make it exceptional. So I think that's kind of like the route that we want to take. Continue putting out the stuff that, you know, is one-off, that someone's been working on, that really good stuff, the cream of the crop spotlight submissions, and trim down on just generic stuff, bundles, and move that focus over to the contests, because that's what shines. That's what shines. And about that's what bundles, you guys love.
Maybe we should talk about that a little bit.
Well, I just think we're done with them.
It's a bit of a hassle recording wise and editing wise.
It's been a struggle. We did a year of it, and people loved it. It was good, but it also, I mean, it was to try to give everybody the platform. We got a builder in this episode, advanced, and an expert. Well, if we were just making the shift over to contests anyways, all those guys are going to get a chance, right? So
and it's not saying that we don't push out coasters anymore, but you know,
there's always going to be content from Planko, and you got nothing to worry about. I just think there's going to be a bit of a shift in direction and being more, you know, focused towards contest, Discord, and making a, you know, a thing like that, and then hopefully, the next step would be test run for streaming. So, you know, this is something we've always wanted to do, we wanted to try, and now maybe now's the time to do that. So for Planko streaming, whether this be me and Zell attempting to do a build off, we have this little setup that allows us to share both of our screens, and that'll be something you guys eventually see. Or if we do shop contests live, like shop contests recording wise has always been a nightmare, and that's why you guys haven't seen one in a year. So if we do the shop contest live, we can just all be here, moderators and all, doing it live. More of a community event. Everyone gets to see what I'm seeing for the first time together. I think that's a good way to do it. So we want to do something with Planko live, because if we're going to do live streaming and it's a primarily Planet Coaster channel, it makes sense to incorporate that into the stream somehow. So we would like to move in that direction. So I still think Planko's going to get a lot of love overall throughout the year.
Yeah,
100%. Sure. And with that said, moving into streaming, this is something we've wanted to do for a very long time, but it's hard to do that when you're making 600 videos a year. And with Zell helping, at least for the Planko videos, that frees me up a little bit more time, frees us both up a little bit more time. And he's a little bit more available now. So, and it's something that Zell's really pushing for as well. Also, you got to remember, Zell's been coming into the YouTube channel after it's been established at the 100K mark, essentially, right? Where streaming, it's something we get to both go on this endeavor together from the beginning.
Yeah.
So
I've done a couple of streams, but just been dabbling basically in, right?
So we have a lot of
setting up streaming.
Yeah, we have a lot of things to work out still. We're currently working on overlays. What you see here in this video is like a mock-up. We just kind of podged this together, but it's ripped from the things that we've been building. The actual Channel 5 gaming logo TV is a thing here. I quite like that. We have some really good fun overlays, features, alerts for Planko, fun interactions and tip jars and things, all unique to the Channel 5 gaming experience. And we still have a little bit of ways to go. I got a checklist of things that I have to finish up, some intermission offline screens, some page dressing up and things like that. We're almost there. We're almost there.
Yeah, I think the biggest part is done, especially those alerts.
Yep. Yeah, we put a good 40 hours into just setting up the stream. It was a lot of work and learning and doing research and seeing how to make things custom. It was fun. So I did that on my a couple weeks ago. So on my time off, I still did something.
Yeah, we did it. Yeah, in January.
Yeah. So we have to set some goals and to get partnered with Twitch. We apparently already have 400 followers. So. I haven't even done a single stream. You need 50 for affiliate. So, and then we need to do some streams. And I think for partner, we need 50 concurrent viewers. I don't know. We have to look at the numbers.
Yeah, or 75, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. If it's something we're going to be doing a lot, we definitely appreciate having you guys hit that follow button. So even though we're not live right now, there'll be a link in the description. You can go hit follow, or tune in whenever our first stream goes live. I will make a community announcement on both YouTube and Discord, and you can come follow live, so you can see our alert go off and us go, wow, first follower, wow.
Well, 401, but first live follower.
First live follower. There you go.
Yeah.
So if you want to follow it, links are down below, and you'll get a little email notification when we go live. So stream content ideas. We have this duo co-op setup that we think is very unique. I haven't really seen it much, but you see my face and his face just like this, but also what we're playing. It's sharing his video game screen, mine, and our faces. Quite cool, and we want to incorporate that. Maybe we're playing Planko, we're both building, and we're just talking, and you guys can see what I'm building, what he's building. And in the cases where it doesn't really work, he'll have his stream up while I have mine, and you can follow him as well. So we hope to have 2 Channel 5 gaming accounts, and grow them simultaneously, or share them together on a split screen, which will be cool. We have an idea for community aspirations, rather than just being like, oh, it's me and Zell playing. Yes, we're gonna play games. We have some games that we'll talk about in a sec that we just want to play, but like I think the high concept for our stream is to like do what we did with, or do what I envisioned for Planet Coaster. In the very beginning, I imagined a community that took a single player game into a massive multiplayer game. And that's what it is. It's just about sharing your blueprints and contests and seeing what people are doing, and Planko's an MMO. We're all together playing the same game and sharing it, and your blueprints are going in my park and Candylands are being born, and so how can we continue that vision on stream? So if you pick games like Hytale, which is like the new next-gen Minecraft, Eco, Valheim, games that have multiplayer building and community shared driven content, we can be streaming, me and Zell leading the thing, servers up, anyone in the stream, or maybe patrons or Discord members, we'll find a way to break it up depending on the player count size for the game. And we'll get as many of you guys in as possible. So you're playing with us live while we're streaming. You'll be in the stream technically, playing the same game as us, building something that we can all work together. If I have an idea, hey guys, we need to build this, we can all do it live. And we can just do stuff like that. And maybe everyone has to build their own house in a game. And then I go and spotlight them all and we make videos for the channel. Like that could be something really fun. So that
and all these games will have that element. And I've been playing a bit of Eco lately, and that is one of the games which fits really well with what you just explained.
You can get
but
like
also
a mayor,
Hytale,
things like that.
Yeah. Constitution, and everyone has a job. It's fun.
It's really cool. So the first game that we have in mind, like we have a big mix of games, but like we want to check out Valheim. We played it for 4 hours the other day, and we're like, this is perfect for our first stream. I want to play it so bad. I literally want to start streaming like right now so we can go play.
But that's what we were talking about before, about these indie developers. Like the graphics might not be that amazing, but the gameplay is there and it feels good, and you can do it. I think it's a
discussion to have for Valheim in particular in a separate video. But for sure, like that, it's a community game, up to 10 players building in a Viking world. So we'll see if we can get multiple people and maybe some moderators, some of the other gamers that we know, so we can have a little Valhalla of our own and build some pretty cool stuff. So and then with that, we want to do My Time in Sandrock, which was My Time in Portia 2, and now they're going co-op, so me and Zell can build and play together co-op. And then some non-building games. There's Outriders, which is a new co-op shooter. That's fun. Wartide, which is the new Warhammer Vermintide. We loved Vermintide, so we want to play 4-player co-op on that. Another community-driven game is that Eco one you talked about. We also were looking at Parkitect multiplayer. So these are games that are kind of like on our radar that we would like to play. And this is going to change and grow as like new game announcements come out or something that we think is a good fit, that sort of thing, right? Yeah. And some small extras, like we're always going to want and be open to playing games that are like extras that we can play with the mods or the patrons or the community. Games like Garfield Racing, The Game of Life, Human Fall Flat, party games, right?
Yeah, or just have fun, right? With the community.
Yeah,
or the mods. Or
a 2-hour chill stream on a certain day. So I think it all sounds good. We just need to make it happen. And that we're not promising anything, but we are definitely letting you know what's in our brains.
Yeah. I mean, we have been talking about it for a long time and setting stuff up, so it's getting there, and
it's a matter of time.
We're getting there. So no promises, but it's looking quite good so far.
Depending on how this stream goes, this could affect the main YouTube channel, and of course I hope it does. So from the very beginning, 5 years ago, when I was doing Let's Plays on the channel and not getting any views or subscribers, Channel5 Gaming, the reason I named it that was because I wanted to just play what I wanted to play. I got locked into Planko because it was working and it was growing and I was having so much fun with it. I forgot about all other games in the process. I forgot what, my roots, and I let Planko take over. And I don't want to necessarily be known as the Planko guy, but I want to keep my throne. I want to be known as the Plank of God, right? When you think of Planet Coaster, the biggest YouTuber that's done the most content on it, you want to think of Channel 5 Gaming. But I want you to think of Channel 5 Gaming as not just a Planet Coaster channel, as a gaming channel. It's got it in the title. So, you know, I hope to be able to take some of our Let's Plays from the stream over to the channel, that make tips and tricks videos as we're playing games for the channel, stream highlights for the channel, you know, and then that might lead us into theme. We played a game, let's review the game. Maybe you see a review on the channel now. Maybe that leads us into discussing upcoming games that we're excited about and we can show them off. And that leads us into discussion videos like we're doing in this video, but like all just Valheim. Like you were about to go on a rant. I can see that you're primed for a 10-15 minute video on that game alone. That's a you know, that's a great video for us, and that's what I'm hoping that the stream brings, is gaming variety to Channel 5 Gaming, and while we're trying to maintain Planet Coaster. So we want to become a well-rounded gaming channel and spread our wings a little bit.
Sounds good.
Boom. 48 minutes covering everything.
Wow.
Any final thoughts, Zell?
No, I'm just excited to start again.
It's exciting to be back, even just hitting record. Like, I was sitting there like
yeah,
this.
you're like a little kid.
Yeah.
I said to Jonny, I was like, why are you smirking? I was like, why? Am I doing something weird? And he's like, no, I'm just excited, man.
We're back. We're back. And,
yeah.
You know, I have a passion for this stuff, and it, you know, I can't hide it. But, you know, it's also good having a little bit of a break. I'll need it.
Yeah, of course. And especially after December, like you guys, you know, of course you've seen how many videos came out, and you've said it also in Discord, like, wow, you know, you guys are really working hard. Yeah, and it's really tough, and especially in those months.
And I can't help but feel guilty. Right now I feel terrible for the patrons. I feel like they need a video. They need the ranks. I need to keep up with these things. I have 1,000 unanswered Discord messages from only 30 days ago that I last checked. Like it's impossible to keep up, but I gotta like stop feeling so guilty about it, because I provided, like, as we went over everything in 2020, I think that's worth your support. I hope I'm giving back to you and making it worthwhile, and I feel guilty when I miss a month or something, but I'll be back and I'll make it worth it again, right? So you know, I feel I definitely am hard on myself, as I was just watching some videos from other YouTubers. They're like, I don't have time to respond to your damn messages. I don't have time to check out your Patreon posts and and they just don't do it at all. So I was like, okay, like I need to get to it. I need to get back, but I also, you know, I feel so sincerely apologetic at the same time that I feel like everything is crumbling apart, but it's not. It's gonna be okay. I'm gonna make up for it. We're gonna do an awesome Patreon video, and things are gonna be back on track like they are and they're used to be. And I appreciate everybody's support and love, whether you're just subscriber, a commenter, Discord member, patron. You know, I try my best to get around to everybody, and you know, what I look forward to even more than anything is involving you guys in playing games with us in the future. And, and that'll be a direct thing.
We've said this so many times, right? Every time we've played with a lot of people, like Fallout, I mean, I've had the best time in a game ever in Fallout, just because the community.
Absolutely.
You know, you can say what you want about that game, but the community we had and the people we played with, I think it was one of the most fun experiences ever.
It definitely is. You know, even you're talking about the beginning, but even last year, all the people we met last year was just I'll never forget it. Last year in the revisit for Fallout was just as good, probably better than the first time we played for me. I mean, there's nothing like first impressions, is there? You know? No. So Fallout, but
also just the spontaneity, right, with people.
Yes.
You never know what's gonna come out of someone's mouth, right? Yes. And it's just funny. Yeah. You know, and things happen during a game that you have no control over, and that's the best.
And I hope to capture some of those moments live in a brand new game, in a brand new setting, with you guys, as I mentioned, like the patrons, all of you, the subscribers, the viewers. It depends on like the size of the game. If we can get everyone in, we'll do it. But if we have a certain list, we have to make a VIP list. And I hope that there's ways for me to rather than just a Patreon video or a monthly post or a thank you. I want to see if I can somehow get you involved and share your creations that you make in a game with us, and I think that would be just another tremendous way of giving back. And who knows what we'll come up with along the way. My brain will start going again, and you'll be the first to know, and you guys will be the first that I share it with. So, and of course with Zell on board, now we got 2 brains.
That's true. It's a lot easier.
Absolutely. Well, hopefully this video turned out. We have 52 minutes, and I don't want to have to re-record it. Fingers crossed.
That's for sure.
We did a test in the beginning. I hope it's all good. So hopefully if you guys like this video, leave a comment down below. I know it's a long one, but if you're interested in the channel, you're interested in the show, then it probably was somewhat entertaining. We got this little green screen behind us, which I've probably filled up with all sorts of videos and stuff. And, so if you like it, then we'll do more like this, game discussion videos and what have you. Boom.
Yeah.
Boom.
Nice.
We did it. 100,000 subscribers. Channel
Great job,
5
guys.
Gaming 2021. Here we come. So,
yes.
Thank you guys for watching, and we will see you on the next video. Bye now.
Bye now.